Hi everyone, so I have been a bit sick for the past few days, just had a bit of a cold, so I decided why not finish reading the book I started a few months ago because I got it for Christmas, the new Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child Parts 1 and 2. And this is just going to be a review. Spoilers. So basically, just before we begin, disclaimer, I hate this book. Number one is I don't like Harry Potter at all. No, let me rephrase this. I love Harry Potter. I have read all of the Harry Potter series, all of the books, all of the movies. I loved it. There are a lot of things I don't like about this. One of them is Harry Potter, the character in the book. Also, to anyone who doesn't know, this book wasn't written by J.K. Rowling. It was written by Jack Thorne, but it was based upon an original story by J.K. Rowling. After everything he went through as a child, being raised in such an awful place, living under the stairs of the Dursleys, everything he went through and having no parents and having no kind of figure to look up to, and every time he did get a figure to look up to, like Sirius or Dumbledore, they died. So I don't understand how Harry Potter as a father to his 3 kids, especially Albus, is so awful and can have such a negative connection and even have the willpower to say to one of his sons, sometimes, what's the line? Sometimes I wish you weren't mine, or sometimes you don't feel like my son, or something like that. And I feel like as a Harry Potter fan, I'm a bit annoyed, not at the book, but at J.K. Rowling for letting it go. Anyway, moving on before I go into a rampage about Harry, I thought it was a little bit sucky that instead of creating a new plot, he basically just stole an old one. Basically, the entire story is about Albus and Scorpius going back in time to try and save Cedric Diggory. What? No. It was just such a stupid storyline. Like, oh, Cedric needs to be resurrected. Like, no, that happened. He died for a reason, you know? Deal with it. Voldemort's daughter. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? No. Not only in Harry Potter is it shown that Bellatrix actually is with another Death Eater, but no. Just no. That's not gonna happen. Where, in between all of the fighting and Harry Potter, did Voldemort find the time to, you know, have a child with somebody? And so, yeah, just... I think I can't go into that any further. Okay, continuing. Old characters. I was very happy to see McGonagall in there, but I was a bit upset that Neville wasn't there. Like, he was such a big part. I know he was mentioned, but I always felt like he would be a character that Harry would keep in touch with and that they would all keep in touch with. Like, whenever he went to the school and he went to Hogwarts, he only ever saw Professor McGonagall and was always angry at his child. And he never saw Neville even in the hallway or anything like that, just to see how he was. One of the other things I didn't like about old characters is Harry having a fight with Dumbledore. Like Dumbledore's picture, about how could you leave me with the Dursleys, how could you not take me in, you were like a father figure to me, like how could you do this to me? Well, Harry, get over yourself. That's how I felt in that bit. I felt like, get over yourself. Do you know how much Dumbledore did for like the entire universe and like magic world, and how much he did for you, and you're complaining? You're complaining. I feel like Harry was just whining the entire book. I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't do it. I didn't like his character at all. Talking of old characters, another main character who was in this was Draco, and of course his son Scorpius, who became best friends with Albus Potter, Harry and Ginny's son. I actually really liked that the two were friends. I thought that was really nice, and I really liked that Albus was sorted into Slytherin, not Gryffindor. I thought it was like, oh, this is different. I like this. The only person I didn't like was Draco, which is upsetting because Draco used to be one of my favourite characters. Like, Tom Felton for the win in the movies was so influenced by his father. He still kind of was like, I hate you, I'm angry and moody, but I also had love. However, I thought he would be a very strict parent and a very controlling parent. However, he's not. He's a bit more mushy than I thought he was gonna be, and I don't know if I like that. So of course it was a script, and I understand that. I have read many plays in my life and I did not enjoy this. I mean, I even studied Shakespeare at high school and I studied plays at high school, and this, while it was a play, I feel they left too much to the imagination. Or have this, which Hamlet has in my book. They have Act 1, Scene 1, and then here they have a little description of basically the scene. So one of the things that I found was missing from this play was setup and description. So of course there were times when I didn't need this, like whenever they were in Hogwarts, I know what Hogwarts looks like because of the books, so I didn't need a description of what I was looking at. However, when they were at Harry and Ginny's house, I can't picture it because I don't know what their house looks like. They are my few views on the book. I didn't think it was great. I'm not very impressed with it. Final thought, I'm kind of upset that none of the other kids were in the book. Like, they were kind of in it for the start and a little bit in the middle. There's like one sentence about James, but they're not in it at all. Original Harry Potter, if anything happened to any of the Weasley children, they were all taken out of school, they were all there, they were a united family, and that's something that we loved about the Weasleys. And Harry just isn't a united family. The Potters are not a united family. I mean, literally, it's about Albus and nobody else. I feel like if my sibling had gone missing, I wasn't going to be in school. I was going to be out looking for him with everyone else. So yeah, they're my points. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on the book if you've read it, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a great week. I will see you when I see you.